Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Have you ever wondered what a gauge orphan was? Or how many hazelnuts are used in the production of Nutella? You'll find that out and more. Get ready to be mind blown by these unbelievable facts that will leave you speechless. Now, on to the facts. Here are 30 random facts to make your day. Gauge orphans are out-of-service rail lines that have been rendered obsolete as a result of a rail gauge change, such as when a main line is converted to a different gauge. The precursor to the rubber band was invented in 1819. The rubber band as we know it today was patented in 1845, 6 years after Charles Goodyear developed vulcanized rubber in 1839. Hemophilia, a disorder that causes poor blood clotting in the afflicted, is found almost exclusively in men as it is a recessive sex-linked X chromosome disorder. Women can carry the disorder and pass it along to their male children, but they are usually asymptomatic and are unaware they carry the defect. Maybe all those milk ads about happy cows are true. Researchers monitored cows and found that those that were best treated and doted on by their handlers produced the most milk. Fires at tire dumps can be notoriously long burning and difficult to extinguish. Such fires produce a lot of smoke, which carries toxic chemicals from the breakdown of synthetic rubber compounds while burning. One such fire in Hayop, England, burned from 1989 to 2001. Actress Jodie Foster is so fluent in French that she has not only acted in French-only films, she does the voiceover dubbing for herself for most of the French releases of her English films. Given the number of white doves released at weddings and other special events, you'd think you'd see one in the wild now and then. The reason you don't is that those doves are actually homing pigeons, and after they're released, they fly right home. There is a very rare condition known as auto-brewery syndrome, wherein the afflicted patient's body has large enough quantities of a specific type of yeast in their digestive systems that their food is fermented into intoxicating levels of ethanol alcohol right within their body. As a kid, it might have seemed like there was a never-ending supply of Garfield books because of how prolific the comic strip's creator Jim Davis is. There are over 70 volumes of Garfield compilation books currently published, each of which collects a full 6 months worth of the comic strip into one volume. In a double-blind research study, neither the participants nor the administrating researchers are aware of who belongs to the control group, who belongs to the experimental group, who is given the actual substance being tested, and who is given the placebo. Since 1994, each year on February the 14th, the village of Romeo, Michigan, and the town of Julia, Georgia, offer special dual city postmarks in a nod to Shakespeare's iconic work, Romeo and Juliet. The data density of DNA-based data storage is rather impressive. A single gram of DNA storage is capable of storing 215 petabytes, or 215 million gigabytes of data. Its practical use, however, is currently severely limited because of its high cost and very slow read and write times. There actually aren't 57 varieties of Heinz 57 sauce and never were. Company founder H.J. Heinz thought his product should have a number and he liked 57. Also, as a suggestion, try hitting the glass bottle on the 57, not the bottom, to get the sauce to flow. Bill Hader, who gained widespread attention on Saturday Night Live, and the actor who voiced the Planters Peanut Company mascot, Mr. Peanut, from 2013 to 2018, is severely allergic to peanuts. Water intoxication is a potentially fatal disturbance in brain functions wherein someone has consumed so much water that their electrolytes are thrown dangerously out of balance. Outside of extreme instances like water drinking contests or drinking large amounts of water while exercising for long periods of time, water intoxication is very rare. American stand-up comedian Rodney Dangerfield, well known for his catchphrase, "I don't get no respect," was a comedian to the very end. His tombstone is simply inscribed, "There goes the neighborhood." Sharks have fantastic dental health. Not only can they replace their teeth when they are damaged, but the outer layer of each tooth is fluoride rich and very resistant to decay. The equator passes through 13 countries: Ecuador, Colombia, Brazil, San Tome and Principe, Gabon, Republic of Congo, Democratic Republic of Congo, Uganda, Kenya, Somalia, Maldives, Indonesia, and Kiribati. Nutella, the brown sweetened hazelnut cocoa spread, which is manufactured by the Italian company Ferrero, uses a quarter of the annual global hazelnut crop in its production. Flightless birds have, through evolution, lost the ability to fly. Although the best known flightless birds are high profile animals like penguins and ostriches, there are over 60 extant species of flightless birds on Earth. On a regular dial up phone, the idle or nominal voltage of a telephone line is minus 48 to minus 52 volts DC, but 105 to 150 volts of 20 Hz AC current is superimposed over the DC voltage already present on the idle line in order to trigger the phone ringer and alert the user or party line users to an incoming call. Saturn's moon Titan is tiny compared to its massive host, but quite large in its own right. Titan is the largest moon of Saturn and the second largest in the solar system, and it's even bigger in size than the planet Mercury. Granny Smith apples, a popular variety of apples with a bright green colorization and a tart flavor, are named after Maria Ann Granny Smith, who first cultivated them in the late 1860s. Although Drew Struzman might not be a household name, he was certainly seen his work. He's the artist behind some of the most iconic movie poster art of the 20th century, including Star Wars, Back to the Future, Indiana Jones, and more. According to legend, the royal throne or coronation chair of Denmark is made of the horn of unicorns. In reality, it is a wooden chair with arches and an intricate canopy with extravagant spiraling legs and spokes made out of narwhal tusks. The voices schizophrenic patients hear are highly influenced by their culture. While US patients typically hear hangry and malicious voices, patients in Africa and India report hearing playful and friendly voices. Although he is not required to do so thanks to fair use provisions, Weird Al requests permission from the original artist of each song he parodies, as he feels it's important to maintain the relationship that he's built with artists and writers over the years. The song of blue whales, the biggest and loudest animal to ever live, has been deepening in tonal frequency for years, and there is no confirmed explanation as to why. There's an opposite to paranoia, pronoia. While paranoia is the belief that there is a conspiracy to harm you, pronoia is the belief that the world is conspiring to help you. Well, of course they are, and you can send me money at the link below. Oh, wait, I'm not monetized. Never mind. While most people are familiar with orange marmalade, the fruit preserve with the peel left in, marmalade can be made with any citrus fruit like lemons, limes, and even grapefruits. There we have it, 30 amazing facts to make your day. What fact surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. As always, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell for more fascinating content. Until next time, stay curious and you have a great day.